What's up, guys? Finally starting here. I mean, Sangüesa. I didn't even plan to be actually here on the Camino Aragonés. So Camino Aragonés is one of the most famous caminos of Santiago, and it's the alternative to the one that goes from Saint-Jean to Pamplona. This one goes from Somport, so it's another way to cross the Pyrenees through Jaca, then through the Aragona, no, and then here back to Pamplona. And I'm actually here because I need to go to a monastery, Monastery of Leyre, and I'm gonna go there tonight, actually in the late afternoon. However, the bus only takes me this far, so I will have to get a cab later. But I thought, yeah, there's no point just being here in town and not enjoying actually the town, right? So yeah, I just decided to visit this city, Sangüesa, which apparently might have origins from the Latin language with sangue e ossa, which means literally blood and bones. Yeah, because, you know, people here were kind of like big fighters, so there have been many battles, and a lot of them were bloody. So yeah, I'll just walk around, guys. I'm super excited. I mean, this is the beauty of the Camino, I guess, right? That sometimes it takes you to places that you have no idea of. But this is really beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful town. I see a lot of nature, a lot of green. There's definitely a lot of history to display, so I will take a walk and capture a few shots and then combine everything together in a small video for you. Hey guys, so I'm here actually in Sangüesa to tell you a little bit more about why I'm here. First of all, as I told you, it's packed with history related to the Camino, which I had no idea. Like, I just stumbled here. I'm so excited. I have behind me actually what used to be the Hospital de Peregrinos. So already in the Middle Age, the building here behind me, and you can probably see just on the side of my head, you know, there's a little shell, a couple of shells, and then a bordon, which is a walking stick. That's the symbol that identifies this ancient stone building as the place where the pilgrims used to be. And then on the other side, in front of it, there's a church dedicated to Santiago, which you can see there in the timpano, right in that area, just above the door of the entrance. So yeah, but why am I exactly here? So let me tell you a little bit what brought me here and how the past few days have been, right? So dropping the backpack, sitting here under the beautiful sun. Supposedly we are still in January, but it's super warm and I'm really loving it. Okay, so I landed in Madrid a few days ago on Friday, and then I was at Nacho's place, so a Nacho. And I walked a little bit in Madrid and enjoyed my time there. And then the plan was to go for 1 week, and it is to go for 1 week in a monastery which has over 1,000 years of history, which is the Monastery of Leyre. It's roughly 20 minutes by car from here. So I arrived to Pamplona yesterday, and I have, of course, like just a few hours because it's really arrived at almost midnight. And then I need to find a way to get to the monastery, and I thought it was going to be easier, but it isn't, because there's only one bus that goes to the nearby town, and the town is 4 kilometers from the monastery. The problem is that I would arrive in the night and there's no way I'm going to walk on a road with cars in the night to go to this monastery, also because it's past the check-in time, right? It's not really a hotel, because I'm not really going to a hotel. I'm going to a hospederia, which is a part of the monastery where they allow some people to live as part of the community of the monks. So I looked for alternative, and I found out that there is this town, which seems to have also quite some history, and it's not that far from the monastery, Sangüesa. We are on the border between Navarra and Aragon, and actually this town sits on the river Aragon. So really in this part of Spain, and I said, okay, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna drop by, I'm gonna spend a couple of hours here, get to know the city, and then get a cab and go to the monastery. So that's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna stay 1 week in this monastery, and hopefully it's going to be a great chance to, I don't know, recharge my batteries, I would say. Meditate, walk, read, do some simple things. But I had no idea, I repeat, no idea that I was going to be in a town that has over 1,000 years of history related to the Camino. It's really amazing, and also makes me want to do this other part of the Camino, the one Aragonese from San Port, which has a lot of history rooted in the Middle Ages. So yeah, looking forward to this day. A couple of reflections, a couple of things that I learned so far. There are things that I will take with me. First of all, that there's no need to stress for making a plan, because things somehow will turn out in the right way. So I actually arrived yesterday to Pamplona with no idea how to get here, and this morning I made a couple of phone calls, I found a cab driver, I found a bus, and I got here. And actually, because I didn't plan that much, well, the itinerary will always reserve some amazing surprises. And the surprise today is, well, just being here in this town and getting to know a little bit about the Camino history, getting to know some locals. I was walking, of course they don't see many pilgrims here because it's not a very famous Camino, and now end of January they won't see pilgrims at all. So there was a man who stopped me on the street and said, hey, you're looking for an albergue or places? And then I told him a little bit what I'm doing, and he said, oh, okay, well, enjoy the city and the buen Camino. Nice, of course, it's part of the Camino to interact with the locals, and he looked very happy when I told him that I stopped by here just to get to know the town. So yeah, that feels really like a nice beginning of the Camino. So yeah, now on to some more walking, exploring, and get some lunch. So guys, I'm here, finally I made it to the monastery. So this is the end of a very nice day, I think. I see the sky is getting a bit darker, so probably in less than 1 hour it's going to be night. And I'm very happy to be here, because finally it's starting what I was really looking forward to. I was really looking forward to having this moment inside the monastery to slow down. It's my official checkout from a lot of things, but I will try to tell you a little bit how the life is here. I already know a few things. Of course, our days will be, let's say the rhythm of our days will be, like determined by some prayers that we will join. They start very early, actually at 6 in the morning, then at 7:30, then at 8 there's breakfast, 9:30, and then it continues after at 1, and at 1:30 there's lunch, and at 3:30, at 7, 8 there's a dinner, and then at 9 there's the last prayer. And a little bit like what the monks' rule says, you know, which is ora et labora, which means to pray and to work. That is how they organize their day, and I believe that even for those who don't live like monks, having this kind of rhythm in your life, or at least for a few days, can be very beneficial. So let's see. Check in today, Monday. Check out next Monday, so in 1 week. Let's see if I will feel some of the positive benefits, and I will tell you a little bit about the story. It's a building with over 1,000 years of history. It's magnificent from what I've seen, so I really look forward to having a nice walk tomorrow, to diving a little bit more into the books, finding out what's the story of this building, for how many centuries it has been here, what are the legends of this building, and showing you a little bit the beautiful surroundings, because we are really nested up in a mountain. I mean, you have to look outside here now. I was really surprised. There's really some beautiful landscapes, so I'm actually going to take you with me and we're going to check it out, and that will be the end of the video for today. So wait here and follow me for a moment, because this is really worth it. I mean, I feel like we are so much far away from any form of civilization or any big city. There's just the sound of the river, the sound of the nature, a lot of birds. It's really beautiful. As I promised, let's check it out. Here we are. And look at these mountains. And I can only hear the sounds of the birds. It's amazing. And on the other side, this side here, we can see there's a big dam. It's an embalse that was built to avoid issues such as you know, the riverbed collapsing and inundating the nearby cities. We have the Aragon River here, which is quite a big one, but it's really spectacular. Now I really wish I would have a drone to show you a little bit more of the surroundings. I'll do what I can with the camera. Yeah, that's all. So Monastery of Leyre, at the border between Navarra